Hello everyone, my name is Aga Tevaseu and I'm from American Samoa. It is the southernmost U.S. territory located in the South Pacific, but I currently live with my husband and 11-month-old son in Lemoore, California. And I was invited today to talk about how I ended up working in the public health field. So after graduating from high school in Samoa, I attended Columbia University in New York City from 2011 to 2015. I thought I wanted to be a lawyer, but haven't wrote that out. Maybe one day. But I majored in political science and comparative ethnic studies, focusing on law and indigenous cultures. And I really love those two majors because they clashed with each other. So it just made it more interesting for me. And actually, that's where I learned a lot about the importance of community building. And so after Columbia, I wanted to build my work experience. And so when I was looking for jobs, I realized that public health is where I wanted to be. And so I got a job as a program coordinator for a community coalition that does tobacco education and prevention among Asian Pacific Islander communities. And then after that, I was a research assistant at the University of Washington, where we created a curriculum to help immigrants and refugees navigate the healthcare system. And even though it may seem simple or easy, like making an appointment with a doctor, talking with a doctor, a lot of people have difficulties doing this. And so just equipping them with the skills and the knowledge to do so to help make healthier choices for themselves and their families. And then after that, I went back to American Samoa for a little bit, where I worked for another community coalition doing cancer prevention work. And it was aligned with the tobacco prevention work I did. Even though it was different topics, different fields, kind of all the skills and the approaches that we did were all similar. And then I decided to attend University of Southern California. I'm currently in my third semester concentrating in policy. And the reason why I chose policy is because I feel like that's what that kind of change reaches a wider audience and it's longer term sustainable change. And kind of the three main things that I am really passionate about in public health are capacity, access, and healthy environments. So capacity is, you don't just go into a community and tell them how to change or tell them how to be better. You go into a community and give them the skills, the tools, the resources, and knowledge so that they can build themselves. Right? Like if you ever heard of the story that if you teach a man or woman how to fish, then they can feed themselves for the rest of their lives rather than just giving them fish that lasts for one day, right? And so I feel like capacity is important because you have to empower people to change for themselves and you have to give them the tools and knowledge to be able to do so. And then access is important. So for example, one thing that's, been debated for years is how to get more people to have access to health insurance so they can have access to quality health care, right? Because you want to be able to have the best doctor to treat your sickness or that of your loved ones. And so access is really important. Or for example, if you live on a remote island or if you live in the rural areas of the US, it might be hard to get to a hospital or something. And so so a lot of the so a strategy that's being used now is telemedicine, right? So you can call your doctor on video call. And so just looking at how to make it accessible for people and identifying those people who are not having access. And then the third thing is healthy environments. So for example, people on my island, everyone was really physically active, everyone was really fit. And then when McDonald's came to the island, that was the first fast food restaurants that came to the island, the obesity rates went up because now people are getting fast food instead of cooking traditional food, which does take longer to cook. and they wanted something quick and cheap and still taste good. And so my thing is creating healthier environments so that people are encouraged to make healthier choices. So for example, some of the strategies that public health professionals have used is putting like when you're going and getting your food in cafeteria line, putting the healthy food in the front of the line so that people are more conditioned to choose healthier foods, or taking away vending machines that have sodas in it. And so just things like that is the kind of change that I want to promote for communities. So that's my little tidbit for public health. Just let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for inviting me to be here, and wish all the best for you all in your future endeavors and your dreams. Thank you.